You want to see another video? It's called Support for Dummies. It's aimed at me, I guess. Let's go. Roll this.
5 position. The role that the majority of the community plays so that they can not play that role later. Notoriously complicated, but don't worry. This is a myth. The majority of guys that play this role just stand behind people and press heals, sometimes place wards, and then they act like they are the living embodiment of Mother Teresa. Here's what you do to be a good 5. Start with 2 sentries, a salve, and 2 sets of tangos. As a 5, you have 3 jobs in the lane. Job number 1, hit the enemy guy. If you're a melee guy, tank their harass and then tango yourself. If you're a ranged guy, then let your carry tank the harass and spam tangos on them. If you follow the number 1 rule of regen, you will never lose a lane. That rule? Always have a salve to spare. If you use one, send out another immediately. Job number 2, block the enemy hard camp. This camp is real hard to deward, and it can be devastating if they get a pull or a stack off. Do not let them have it. Job number 3, pull your easy camp. This camp is insanely easy to deward, and if you can ever get a half pull or stacked pull off, you gain a massive advantage in the lane. Once the 6-minute mark is about to hit, head for the power rune just like the 4 position, and if you secure your mid the rune, you've just won 2 lanes as the 5. As a 5 in the mid game, you have 2 jobs. Job number 1, press your spells on enemies. Yep, that's pretty much it. If a fight starts and you aren't there, you probably done goofed. So, like the 4 position, figure out the hero on your team that wants to fight and make sure that you're near them. Job number 2, give your team vision. How do you do this? Well, warding's a whole thing, and my number 1 best tip for someone who is not a 5-role main to not get dewarded is place your wards 1 sentry radius away from cliffs. Against 90% of supports, these wards will never be dewarded because people are lazy. But warding is not the only way that 5s get vision. Good 5s get vision with their body. If there's a hill to dangerously walk up, that's probably you that should do it. If you think the enemy team is about to smoke gank your carry, it's probably you that should run it and die to it. Making one of these suicide plays successfully is genuinely game-changing. So, if you do any of this stuff even remotely well, you are most likely playing a better 5 than most people do.